What's up, everybody? This is Jose Gagnon, the super random guy, here again today. And today I'll be doing the next two episodes of the season 7 of Thomas the Train. This one's episode 21. It's called The Grand Opening. And basically, we're just going to be seeing the narrow gauge engines here again, once again, and see what's going to be going on in this episode. And then in the next episode coming up, we're going to be meeting the very last new character of this season, who's called Spencer. So we'll be seeing him in the next episode. Get the greatness. Have the amazing happy times, everybody. Let's get the things rolling like we always do. And we'll see in all the days and nights. Yeah. Let's keep it rolling now, everybody. Woo! Yeah, mans. You already know that things go here now, everybody. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, mans.
The engines on the mountain railway were excited. They were helping to build a new line. It would take visitors to even more beautiful places on the island of Sodor. The Fat Controller arrived with important news. The grand opening is this afternoon. I will see the new line from the air. Lady Hat and I will arrive on Harold the helicopter. Just then, Skarloey chugged in. You're late for the announcement, complained the Fat Controller. Really useful engines are never late.
What the heck?
Comfort, it's a vibe. Skechers Beach
Chunk,
Casuals have
man.
that casual look and feel that fits your style perfectly. They're lightweight, understated footwear that slip on and off for easy comfort everywhere your day takes you. Relaxing by the pool or just bouncing around town. Chill in comfort with Skechers.
You're late for the announcement, complained the Fat Controller. Really useful engines are never late. I'm sorry, sir. At the airfield, there was another problem. Engine trouble, said the pilot. Harold's not going anywhere today. Lady Hat was most upset. But I've been looking forward to the grand opening all week. And I, my dear, will find a solution. And he did. Topham, you cannot be serious. Me, ride in this? The wind direction is perfect. We'll be there in no time.
So now, since Harold's having engine trouble, they're going to be trying to ride in the hot air balloon instead. So we'll see how well this goes for Sir Topham Hatt and his wife about them taking the nice balloon trip all the way to the Skarloey Railway. We're going to see what's going to be going on here in a couple minutes for the crazy boss man himself, Sir Topham Hatt.
Soon the hot air balloon rose into the sky. But Skarloey was upset. All this extra work is going to make me late again. The hot air balloon was floating peacefully through the sky. Lady Hat was enjoying herself. The new line looks splendid, she said. Thank you, my dear, replied the Fat Controller. Down the track, the workmen were still loading their ladders. Hurry up, Skarloey puffed. If Skarloey doesn't hurry, sighed the Fat Controller, he'll be late again. All the engines were ready for the grand opening. Where's Skarloey? Rusty asked. He promised to be on time, said Peter San. At last, Skarloey was on his way. Then there was trouble. The balloon's flames suddenly went out. The air in the balloon cooled and the balloon started to fall. Hold tight, The pilot called. "I want to get out," demanded Lady Hat. "Not now, dear," said Sir Topham Hatt. "The balloon's going to land in the tree," cried Skarloey.
So now that the flame ended up going out in the balloon, so now they're going to be landing right in the tree. So now they're going to be in, getting themselves into a big problem. Just because, the fire went out, and now that there won't be any hot air to keep the balloon floating. So they're going to have the super rough landing.
And it came down right in front of Skarloey. "There's the Fat Controller." "My hat is ruined," cried Lady Hat. "So is mine," said the Fat Controller. "Don't worry," called Skarloey's driver. "We'll soon have you down." "Am I glad to see you, Skarloey?" "Thank you, sir." Before long, Sir Topham and Lady Hat were safely on the ground. They boarded Skarloey's boxcar and set off at once.
At least, even though he wasn't able to make it on time for this, for the opening, the grand opening of the, the new line. At least, he's bringing Sir Topham Hatt, so he ended up doing a good deed after all, pretty much. So that's all that really counts, is that he ended up doing a good deed, no matter what happens. That's all that really matters. Especially because it makes up for him being late, because if you're going to help out the boss person, whoever it is, that's always more important than, being later on time sometimes, pretty much.
Everyone was waiting as Skarloey brought his important passengers to the grand opening. The Fat Controller declared the new line open. "With special thanks to Skarloey," he said, "for helping us get here." Everyone cheered. "Even so, you were still late," teased Rusty. "I know," said Skarloey, "but because I was late, the Fat Controller was right on time."
And that's exactly what I just said. Even though he was late, he was still helping out, the boss man get to the grand opening of the new line. So, he did a good deed, and it makes up for him being late, because he's helping out the boss man. So that's all that really matters. But that was episode 21 of season 7, the grand opening. Now, like I said, we're going to be meeting Spencer. I know it says Best Dressed Engine is next, but I'll be waiting to do that episode next Friday instead of today, because I just want to get to the one where we get introduced to Spencer pretty much right away. So yeah, we'll be doing that episode right now. Coming up right now, everybody. Yeah, woo! See you in the next video, people. Coming up right now. Yeah.